Hello, everyone. This is Kev. And as always, I ask you guys to, if you haven't, go below that screen, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notifications, hit the dislike, because you know what? That's good too. Well, anyway, I'm going to throw a little disclaimer in. Every time something happens in my home state, and especially my hometown that hits the news, I feel like my viewing audience should know. So, just in case we get in one of those situations where I am holding someone at fault for something bad that they did, know that I know how to examine myself or an element of myself. But wow, I gotta say, is this one's a shame. I don't want to see young people in this position, and also never ever think that this is an attempt to marginalize a group of people regardless of the news that is being reported. Also, I understand that it might be somewhat my fault that some people do these kinds of things, because if I didn't spend a little time in my life being a socially awkward lame, as they say, and how I define socially awkward lame is a guy that's pretty young. I mean, maybe high school age, that isn't used to doing much outside of playing a video game or his schoolwork. Imagine that at that age. Instead of chasing girls and accidentally getting somebody pregnant. That kind of guy has ended up with the label in the present day of a pookie. Now, a pookie usually, when I was growing up, refers to something cute like a puppy or some shit like that. But in today's terminology, as we like to redefine things so effing much, today it just means a guy that is pretty much irresponsible, knocking girls up, not taking care of their babies, always being in prison. And okay, and speaking of prison, how about today's story? Seeing that three Alabama prison guards, or correctional officers, and I'm finna show you the choice of wording that's gonna be used in the article itself. Turn this phone down real quick, y'all. I have to excuse me. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is good. Um, yeah, hometown. Three Alabama prison employees arrested. Yeah. They don't want to put them in the framing of officer. That's the point I was trying to make, because they do it again in the article. Because, these are correctional officers. They don't want to stick the, your blue life doesn't matter. They don't want to stick that on you, on these three young ladies. Yes, this happened yesterday. It was reported yesterday afternoon. Yesterday being December 18th, 2018. Um, and the article says, yes, Montgomery, Alabama, my original stomping ground, born and raised there. Currently not living there, but I explained that earlier in the video. Go back to the beginning and listen to it again. But it's saying, and look at the wording right here. Three correctional staff members have been arrested after internal affairs investigation at two state correctional facilities, according to the Alabama Department of Correction. Granted, it didn't say affairs. I mean, whatever. But yeah, they say correctional staff members. No, they correctional officers. Now go ahead and stick that label on them. Now, here's these three young ladies right here. Now, let me say something about these photos. The only one in the middle is the one that's probably, reality is sinking in first. Yeah, I effed up. From left to right, these young ladies, Tomisha Hyman. Yeah, that's right. Tomisha Hyman. The middle one is Tawanda Rhymes, and the one on the right is Tiffany Gray. Well, why do we do this within our community? Like, why do we like even if you don't think of you like the job shame and you don't think of correctional officer as a good job, still though, it's like you don't f things up. Um, let me see, read into this article a little bit more. Two correctional officers at Ventress Correctional Facility in Clayton are accused of soliciting contraband to inmates for money. Contraband, that could mean drugs or something like weed, maybe. They was trying to get the inmates weed. It's like, man, at least get us some weed in this motherfucker here. It's like, yeah, we doing 5 to 10. I was like, why do y'all do this? Like, let's see. In a separate investigation, a correctional officer trainee, damn, Tamisha was a trainee, so she didn't even have. And Tamisha, the one on the left, she didn't even have her foot in the door good, and she started doing shit. Said the correctional officer trainee at William E. Donaldson Correctional Facility in Bessemer is accused of receiving multiple payments from inmates in exchange for contraband, probably weed, according to the Alabama Department of Corrections. Tomisha Hyman, 35. Come on now. Serious. Of Center Point was charged with using her office for personal gain. Yeah, I bet. It's like, yeah, the land of dumbass ideas. Yeah, what's wrong? I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and like I'm saying like use these women to roast black women. I just wanted to let you know that what is going on with these little young girls in these prisons being correctional officers. Now you can sit up there and I know the disrespect that people have for Alabama. Yeah, I can say these some Alabama girls, but let me show you something else. Like, I'll try to keep it short. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't want this to be seen like an attempt to marginalize a certain group of people. I don't want everybody to getting all up in an uproar. Now, this one has been brought up quite frequently in social media. I remember being on D.L. Hughley's page discussing this particular case right here. About the inmate who impregnated the 4 prison female guards, and I had pushback. I was like, what the fuck? Like, basically all I was saying was, you let some goon that is going nowhere in his life shoot up in you. Now you got 4 kids you got to explain something to. And I was like getting pushback for saying that. And I don't understand that shit. Like, okay, there's irresponsible people in this world. But the reason why I brought up this article, because this right here happened in Baltimore, Maryland. So like I was saying, don't just try to close in everything on a certain locale, because this seems to be a problem in our community. The love of pookie. Yes, there's a lot of pookies in prison. Yeah. And I mean, like, you can chalk up pookie to what you want to chalk up pookie to. But, look at this guy. You telling me that guy right there in that picture is not a pookie? Yeah. Look at the guy's name, Tavon White. I mean, I bet you it's short for something like Tavonius. Old Tavonius White. Why do that to yourself? I mean, like, this is one of my fears, and just people making irresponsible decisions. It's like we need to take a good long look at ourselves and make sure that stuff like this does not continue to happen. I mean, you people can say what they want to say about it, but hey. So anyway, why don't y'all tell me what y'all think of this? It's like, what's going on? Why is there such a love of I don't know. Why put yourself at risk for people of questionable character? Let me try to dance around it a little bit. I should get a Patreon. I can cut loose then. Wait a minute, I do have a Patreon. I just haven't put a video up on it yet. All right, this is ridiculous. Like, let's make sure that we're teaching our children how to make better and responsible decisions. Like this, don't let a person go down the beaten path. I know that people go through stuff to lead them to crap like this, and we in our community need to make sure that that doesn't happen. But you know what? You can't save everybody. You can only talk to them from a distance, like on a YouTube video or some shit like that. Yeah. How if you're a friend of somebody like this, would you try to convince them not to do that dumbass shit, or do you join in with your friends like these young ladies did? Now they've been arrested. Now they got some shit on their record, and it's gonna be hard for them to bounce back, especially 35-year-old Tomisha Hyman. I wonder how many kids they got. I wonder, are the dads responsible? We got to nip shit like this in the bud. But like I said already, which contradicts that, can't save everyone. All right, just wanted to just let you know what's in this world that's effed up, and this is basically as close to home, literally. All right, guys. Like I said at the beginning of this video, make better, responsible decisions, which was the ultimate message in all of this. And to please hit that subscribe button, which is not necessarily a responsible decision, but it will be some cool stuff, especially for me. All right, I'm finna get out of here, and y'all have a great day.